Hey, this is MiracleMax. Welcome to Rise of Kingdoms. Today in our kingdom, we have a great event, the Wheel of Fortune. And I know a lot of us spend gems on here, depending on what's on the wheel. And we have a special guest on the wheel today, and that is Genghis Khan. So, Genghis Khan is the newest commander in the kingdom. And let's see if we can. Well, we're going to get him, but let's see how many spins it takes to get him. And then we can take a look at his skills and see what we think of him. This is the commander that has been released right as Lost Kingdom is being released. And my guess is he's going to be super powerful as we head into the new world and have to battle in new arenas and on bigger teams. All right, well, let's not chat about it anymore. Let's start spinning. Okay, let's get our free spin in, and maybe we'll get lucky. Come on, Genghis. Look at that. Got one Genghis Khan. Good start. Okay, I'm going to take my 400 gem spin, and we'll take one of those. And we're going to get at least 10. We're not going to stop. One more. Genghis Khan, two in a row. All right. So let's buy a 5-pack of spins. Let's see what we do. All right. 2 million food. Another Genghis Khan. 8-hour speed up. Legendary sculpture. Another 8-hour speed up. Not bad. So we're at 3 Genghis Khan and 1 legendary, some speed ups, and some resources. All right, well, you know which button I'm hitting again. Got to get him released. And do note that once I buy 10 chests, I will get for free meaning I have spent, 3,600 gems twice, I will get 5 Genghis Khan sculptures. So we have 3 right now. We need a minimum of 2 more to unlock him. And depending on how things go, I may go way up in spins over the next few days. This is a 3-day event, so every day I'll get some cheap spins at the beginning, and we'll want to make sure we cash in on those and then spend some gems when needed. All right, 5 more. Okay, 800,000 gold. Don't need that. That looked like a speed up. Legendary sculpture. Another speed up. Another speed up, and no Genghis Khan that time. Whew. All right, we're at 12 in. We're going to collect our 5 Genghis Khan sculptures. So now if we go into our commander list and scroll all the way down, you can see I have 8 of 10 of him. He's a chubby dude. There's not a bad thing with that. Cavalry, versatility, and skill. A new cavalry leader. All right. Well, we're gonna go spend 3,600 more gems. Looks like I can do this 2 more times without buying gems. Let's go ahead and pick up whatever we have in here. Get our free chest. And hey, how are you guys feeling about the Lost Kingdom so far? We have seen it released in Kingdoms 1 through 8, and I'll do a short video on what it looks like at this point. All we're in right now is the Crusade event, which is the intro event for the Lost Kingdom. So we're not actually in it, but a little bit exciting, something new coming. All right, 5 more. Let's go. Need at least 2 Genghis Khans. There's one. Food. I think that was the other Genghis. No, that was. Oh, it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3. I have enough to unlock him. All right, I get to save the rest of my gems for now. And let's go unlock him. Spend the $5. We'll wait and do that after the video. And then check out his skills. Now, I noticed there's a rally going. And I'm going to recall my closest gatherer. I want to join the rallies. And the reason for that is, like I said, we're in the... Oh, that's not even a good rally. Forget that. Sorry. We're in the Lost Temple event, and the Lost Temple event has basically a barb fort type of event. It's called a marauder encampment, but it is the equivalent of a level 5 barb fort. So we're supposed to be, as an alliance right now, taking down as many of these as we can to earn kingdom points. But we're off track here. Sorry, I was going to join that, but if they're not doing that kind, it's worthless to me. Commanders, look at this dude. All right, we're going to summon him. Genghis Khan. So this is a new civilization. Actually, it's other civilization. So he's not attached to any civilization. He's part of the Mongol Empire. Um, Gosh, one of the most famous leaders of all time known. I'll let you read this on your own. But let's look at him and see who compares to. Now, just immediately looking at his skills, cavalry, versatility, and skill, and also being a legendary, that puts him partly like Minamoto, as Minamoto has cavalry and skill, but peacekeeping. And it also, there's the bundle I've got to buy in just a minute. It also puts him in the range of Cao Cao. Where's Cao Cao hiding? There he is. Again, cavalry and mobility. So I guess he is most like Minamoto. So if we compare his skills with Minamoto's, let's see what we get. All right, first skill. Attacks a single target, dealing massive damage. Now his maximum massive damage maxed out is 1700. And if we look at that compared to Minamoto's is 1400 with a chance, a 50% chance to do additional damage of 600. So by the book, if we look at that 600 at half value, because it's going to happen half the time, that would put us at 1700, which put these two as equivalent on their first skill. Like I said, Genghis Khan is also at 1700. Second skill, reduces rage cost of active abilities by 20 and increases cavalry march speed by 3%. When troops led by this commander are attacked, this march speed bonus will be lost, and the march speed will be further reduced by 30%. Oh my goodness. So what does this mean? Okay, let's do this. There's three parts to this. The first part is the rage reduction cost. So we know that to activate our first skill, it costs 950 rage on this character, on this commander. So if we max out the second skill, it's going to reduce that by 100. So we will only need 850 to activate that first skill. For Minamoto, his first skill takes 1,000 to activate. Okay, the second part is we are getting a march speed increase of 15%, which seems really good, especially, again, if we compare him to Minamoto, who has a march speed of 10. But what happens when we're in battle? So if we're in battle, this is saying as soon as we're attacked, we not only lose that 15%, but we slow down by 30%. So now our cavalry is equivalent speed to infantry while it's doing battle. So we can get places quick, but we do not have any escape speed, and we don't have speed to chase down troops mid-battle. So if someone else has more speed and starts to run, we're stuck until um, the battle stops, and then we regain our march speed. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That is an interesting twist. Okay, third skill. Third skill. While the army led by this commander is at more than 70% strength and contains only cavalry, increases all damage. Damage increase up to 30%. So while your army's still full, so you're going to want to take all cavalry and a 30% damage bonus. Again, since we're comparing him to Minamoto, Minamoto's third skill is a barbarian, which doesn't help us. So really, there's no equivalent skill here in Minamoto. If we go to his fourth skill, an increased damage that triggers every 5 seconds. So no equivalent. So he might be better there than Minamoto. And fourth skill. When the army led by this commander contains only cavalry and has been reduced to less than 50%. Okay, so this is when he's smaller. We had the one where he's above 70, so now we have a less than 50. Increases skill damage dealt by 10% up to 30 and grants an additional rage when attacked. So, all right, so we know looking at skill 3 when he's at his strongest, 70% or greater, and all cavalry, his damage goes up by 30%. When he's less than 50%, his skill damage, which is these damages down below, the ones that are listed here, not the damage of the troops and not damage of talents, but his actual skill damage is increased by up to 30%. That's huge because that should include this active skill. So 30% on top of the 1700 is an additional 51, right? 51, 510, an additional 510. So that takes it up to 2200 direct damage. That is huge. And it also grants an additional up to 25 rage when attacked. And if you're attacked every second, that means you are getting back up to that 950 that's necessary much, much quicker. Instead of just gaining 100 per turn of rage, you're now gaining 125 per turn. So a 25% increase in there. So that's a great skill too. And finally, his expertise skill. If the chosen one's skill is used while the army led by this commander contains only cavalry, grants a 30% chance that the chosen one's skill can be used again instantly. All right, what's his chosen one skill? This is this one. Okay, so if we're full cavalry, then when this launches, when our rage reaches that 950, then we have a 30% chance that it hits twice. So you're doing 1700 damage times 2. If that 30% chance happens, that gets us at 3400. And if this one triggered too, this skill damage triggered, then you're looking at 4400 damage. So Genghis Khan is absolutely, based on his skills, a pure cavalry leader. He is not for taking mixed armies. There's no reason, based on his skills, to take him out with anything but for full cavalry. Now, this is not a farming attacking cavalry leader. You know how when we're in our kill events, we go out and we attack farmers. Stick with who you're already using for that, whether you're using a Lancelot for his speed, Belisarius, Bibar, Pelagius. Stick with those guys because this guy does not have the speed in battle. But as far as player versus player on the battlefield, as far as arc, man, he can do a lot of damage if you're bringing a full cavalry army. So, all right, well, let's look at his talent trees real quick. It's what we're used to seeing. Skill is the same, like I said, as Minamoto. There's the cavalry tree and versatility. I don't know quite why they put the versatility tree on him. It's not useful for a powerful commander, so we can ignore that and build up a combination of cavalry and skill on him. I'm going to have to go in and do the math. I know I am going to want to get to this rejuvenate on the skill tree quickly because he has that additional chance of doing damage, so I want to get that quick. Sorry, the account thinks I am a computer. So let's go ahead and clear that and get my piddly little bonuses there. All right, so that is Genghis Khan. Gosh, I hope you've got the gems or can buy the gems to unlock him. He is going to be a fun one. And I think, again, looking at all his skills, the one that is most interesting to me is how this march speed will affect him on the field. And I've got to take him out and play with him to see how it works. See what his speed difference looks like when he's in battle versus when he is just marching on his own across the field trying to make up some ground. And again, great skills for cavalry only armies. All right, well, I hope this video helped you out. Like I said, this is a brand new commander. He was released 32 minutes ago, and so I wanted to unlock him and get to playing with him, and that's it. All right, I appreciate you coming and watching. If you liked this video, liked it, show some love and subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate you spending your time with me. All right. Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.